In this training nugget, I'm going to cover the color wash effect within xLights. And this is the color wash icon on the menu. So let's drop that onto the mega tree. And we can see the purpose of this is any colors that are selected on the color palette, the color wash will transition through those colors along the timeline. The only setting here that can be set, with the exception of the lower checkboxes, is the count. So if we select 1, it will transition through the colors selected on this palette once over the time period that is set in the timeline. Obviously, if we wanted to go through those more times, you can actually see that represented on the timeline, and if you watch the animation, you can see it's going through those colors much more quickly. The tool does support the color curves option, but it just effectively treats those as individual colors and will transition through them in a similar way that it does normal colors on the palette. Now moving into the options. At the moment, you can see that the entire prop is one solid color of pixels. If we choose vertical fade, you can see it's faded towards the top and bottom edges of the prop. Horizontal fade is to the left and right edges, and these can be used simultaneously to create a faded effect in a radial pattern. There's also a shimmer option, so you can create a flicker. And circular palette, what that does is if you have colors like this going red, blue, yellow, rather than it abruptly switching back to red, it will actually ease that transition from the end of the palette to the color at the start of the palette. So this is a fairly easy tool to understand. So until next time, see you later.